Okay, so when it comes to trading, uh, what is the best asset class for you? Have you experimented with all of them to find out what is the right one for you? And then, of course, which product? And again, different asset classes move at different paces. You've got the fast, medium, and slow ones. So, it's something for you to sort of think about. Have you tried them all? I always say it's a bit like going into a sweet shop or a candy store. You've got to try all the flavors to find your favorite. And it's the same with trading. What is right for you? Because this comes down to your personality. Every trader has a unique experience when it comes to trading. Are you patient, impatient, passive, aggressive? What is your risk appetite? Because all of that comes into play. And of course, do you prefer a fast market, or are you more patient and prefer a medium or slow market? And identifying the right product will increase your confidence. So just bear that in mind. We provide courses to help you to work that out. And of course, even workshops. Okay, so we're going to move on to technical analysis now. Okay, just a reminder of the sort of what all the colours and lines mean and such like. So black numbers in the right axis identify support resistance levels. The brown numbers are breakout levels. And the claret numbers, they're horizontal levels. So, they're either ones that I can see where there's support and resistance, or I've found double or triple tops or bottoms. Fibonacci colours are on the right hand side, they're not into play, although I have put pivot points on a couple of the charts this week. So, as usual, we're going to start with the Dow Jones, and these are the industrial stocks. They've probably performed the best out of all the stocks recently, I would say. And when we look on the daily, I've got resistance at 34,908 and 34,038, and support at 33,470 and 31,740. Now, the dailies may not be in play in the first part of the week, but anything can happen once we go into these central bank meetings from Wednesday onwards. On the 30-minute, we've got resistance at 33,990 and 33,729, with support at 33,474. On the S&P, still got that old resistance level in there from sort of April, May, and again from August. It's my favourite level. If it gets back up there, I'd be very keen to buy put options. So that's 43.02. Is it going to get there? It's very doubtful at the moment, but there is time on our side, shall we say. And then the other resistance level I've got is 41.48 with support at 39.12 and 38.26. On the 30-minute, I've got resistance at 4,014 and 39.89 and 39.57 with support at 39.29 and 39.50. Remember, you can always take pictures of these on your phone just to keep them as reminders, or screenshot them, or however you want to do it, really. On the Nasdaq, on the daily, I've got resistance at 12,136, support at 11,373, and 10,922. Tech stocks just haven't performed very well. And on the 30-minute, resistance 11,845 and 11,717, with support at 11,549 and 11,473. Moving on to the Russell, which are the smaller mid-cap stocks. So resistance, I've got that sort of downtrend in there at 1876 with support at 1794 and 1757. On the 30-minute, I've got resistance at 1813 and support at 1793. Again, just a little slight downtrend there. Now we're going to move on to currencies. So first one is the pound against the dollar. Expect the FX markets to move this week, I would say, from Wednesday onwards. I've left the pivot points on a couple of the 30 minutes on these. So looking at the daily, got resistance at 123.34 with support at 119.03 and then much further away at 116.74. On the 30-minute, resistance at 122.72, support at 122.09 and 121.58. As you can see, the pivot points are on there. I like to leave them on some of the charts because it gives you an idea just to even look back at previous days just to see how they've performed. We use pivot points a lot, myself and the company traders. So, they're worth looking at it. Again, if you don't understand it, then feel free to reach out to us. We can design something or provide you with something to help you. Okay, moving on to the euro against the USD. Here we've got resistance at 1.0669 and 1.0599 with support at 103.66 and 101.90, which is a breakout level if it should get there this week. The 30-minute, I've got resistance at 106.06 and support at 104.97. Taking a look at crypto, so Bitcoin, when we look at it, it's still ranging. It's gone from being one of the most volatile asset classes to probably one of the more stable at the moment. I know it's crazy to say that, but it just seems that way. So on the daily for Bitcoin, I've got resistance at 22,491 and 17,570 and support at 16,308. On the 30-minute, I've got resistance at 17,348 and 17,084 and support at 16,680. Just remember, everything I do in the way of analysis is based on futures, not CFDs, but futures. Again, the correlation still remains loose with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been ranging much more and the stocks have been reacting to the data. And of course, we're going to see even more of that on Wednesday. Although, I would expect Bitcoin to have a bit of a reaction on Wednesday as well. So now just moving on to gold. Resistance at 18.19, it's holding up pretty well at the moment. Support at 17.82 and 17.52. Again, you should expect some big moves. Well, not big moves, but some good, strong moves in one direction or the other on gold this week as the central banks get into action. Gold 30-minute. Resistance at 18.17, support at 18.06 and 18.03. And then finally, moving on to WTI, I have resistance at 81.93, and then below that, I've got resistance at 76.23 with support at 69.43. Oil does remain volatile. On the 30-minute, I've got resistance at 72.53. I've got support at 69.94 and also at 69.43. As I say, I usually trade a lot of oil, a lot of calendar spreads and such like, but just because there's so many different sort of reactions that it could have at the moment, and unless I see something really, really strong, I'm not sort of going to head towards that. I'm just going to, there's plenty of other things to trade. Okay, so as usual, just moving on to highlight some of the services that we provide apart from these YouTubes. We provide a daily newsletter. With that, you get the global news, you get my views on a daily basis, plus you get fresh daily chart levels and fresh pivot point levels. So, reach out. There's the link for that there. For workshops, we do one-day workshops. Also, a new one that we've introduced recently is a preparation workshop for the trading challenge to get that funded account. Not everyone's in that fortunate position where they've got the capital behind them to trade. And of course, if you're low on capital, then all you do is you end up with very tight stops and you get stopped out too frequently, and basically you run out of capital. So they are quite a good way of sort of getting into trading. And again, reach out to us. We can help you with that, and also help you obviously understand the challenges themselves, how to manage the risk, technical analysis, trading psychology, everything that goes with it. And then, of course, we do courses, 1 week plus. And again, with those, we can take you from zero to hero very quickly. By the end of the week, you feel confident in making those trading decisions and managing your risk. And then, in January, beginning of January, we start our amazing masterclass, which is our accredited course. And that is a level 3, and that's in financial and commodity trading. It really gives you a deep dive into every aspect of trading. Now, it's a 4-week guided learning, but you don't have to take all 4 weeks at once. You can split them up and take them as and when you've got the time to take them, because we continually keep providing that masterclass every other month. And then when we move on, and you also only pay for the weeks as you take them as well. So that way, again, you haven't got to pay up for the whole course up in front. We try and help you guys as much as possible. And on that one, we even offer the payment plan as well. Okay, so when it comes to anything else, if you're already trading, we mentor traders, whether it's for, your general trading, whether you want to learn a new asset class, whether you just need some help in a certain area, or maybe if you're doing the funded account trading challenge, we can offer mentoring services to you while you're doing that to try and help you, give you the best chance of qualifying that's possible. We consult to companies and help them with their exposure to FX and commodities. We provide educational content to individuals, exchanges, brokers. Now, this Tuesday on the 13th, we will be doing our monthly webinar with our friends at Finaco Bank. And this one's going to be on central bank meetings. So Tuesday, I'm doing the webinar. Wednesday, Thursday are the central bank meetings. So it's very close to them. I'm also going to give you my macro outlook for 2023 and also a look at stock sectors for 2023 as well. And if you want to register, there's the link there. Okay, so all it leaves now is for our contact details, which are info@symaxfintech.com. If you've got anything you would direct to me personally about trading, then it's chris.tubby@symax-int.com. Have a great week. Enjoy the action. It may start off a little bit quieter, but then it will certainly liven up from Wednesday once the Fed comes out with their rate decisions, and then of course more on Thursday, and then sort of after Friday, as I said earlier, I just think it's a wind down after that. Uh, the markets will become more volatile over the Christmas period. So just be careful of that because you stop losses. Okay, as usual, best of luck and be lucky.